All right, y'all. Come on in, come on in, come on in. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Happy 4th, y'all. I hope y'all enjoying y'all day. This one big, beautiful day, y'all. I really appreciate the love and support, the positive comments. Thank y'all so much. I see y'all. I see y'all. Queen, see y'all. Now, with that being said, y'all, Black Americans praise Trump's one big beautiful bill while the Democrats panic over Medicaid and border wins. Okay, they're mad because their pockets are no longer going to be fed. They don't give a damn about y'all. They never did. They showing y'all clearly who they stand for. Okay, and with that being said, y'all, it feels so good to see my culture waking up. Okay, because if y'all would have known who I was 4 years ago, okay, I'd be calling my damn self a bimbo. Okay, because baby, how embarrassing when I sit back and I look today to see what I was actually really, representing and stuff like that. Hell no. I am so glad I woke up and saw the light. Okay. New me, baby. Stop playing. Stop playing with your girl. Anywho, y'all, I'm not gonna hold y'all because I know it's the 4th and y'all trying to, whatever it is, grill, do whatever y'all it is that y'all doing. So I'm gonna let y'all, get to that. I just thought I'd swing by, you know what I'm saying, and show my grace to y'all. Okay. No. But what that being said, y'all, we finna go ahead and dive in the video and we're gonna chop it up in the comment section. Let's go ahead and get to some clips of why people are actually waking up and deciding to say, hey, this party no longer, feeds my soul. I no longer want to be a part of this. With that being said, y'all, let's go ahead and dive into the first video coming straight from the Patriotosis on X. This lady's 100% correct. Democrats had 4 years. Let's dive into the video. Let's go.
But y'all had 4 years to do exactly what the hell was right. But instead, y'all sat your goofy ass up in the White House worried about small issues like abortions and gay rights, something that the states can handle. And then when a real president get in there and show y'all what a real president do, y'all still big ass.
Facts.
Woo, I can't stand these damn people. Woo, they get on my nerves. I wish Hakeem Jeffries would shut up.
Mm-hmm.
Sit down and then shut that. I'm trying my hardest to watch my mouth. But they be pissing me off. But y'all had 4 years to do exactly
Come on now.
what the hell was right.
Now, y'all, clearly the American people, we feel exactly how she feels. We hear you, yes, and we stand with you because y'all did. Y'all had 4 years to do all this screaming and get things in motion, but y'all chose not to. So why all of a sudden are y'all screaming and speaking now that Trump and his administration team is in there? Because y'all got the president, like she said, that's actually doing these things, these very things that y'all are screaming against and was against and still against. Let's be clear. I'm with her. I wish they all would just shut up. We're tired. No more brainwashing. No more lies. No more pawn controlling. No more nothing. Let's keep this thing moving. She done hype my day up. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go. Let's go. Moving right along, y'all. We finna get into it because I'm telling y'all, a lot of these people are tired. A lot of these people support Trump and his administration and what they are doing today. Yes, they do. With that being said, y'all, coming straight from Wall Street, Apes on X, Black American shares my thoughts on Trump. Let's dive into the next video, y'all. Let's go.
So as somebody that grew up on government assistance and food stamps, I'm not mad at Trump at all for cutting some of the government benefits that they're giving out, because y'all, let's not act as if people aren't abusing this. Let's not act as if we ain't got an epidemic of people who just don't want to go to work because they expect the government to
and
take
can
care of them.
work.
I saw 2 people on TikTok the other day arguing, and it was a man and a woman, and the man wanted to go to work. The woman was mad at him, yelling at him, would not let him go to work because of the fact if they found out about his income, she would lose her government funded housing and she would lose her benefits, and she would not let the man go to work because she didn't want to lose that. And I think that's an issue in America, bro. Like, there's a lot of people that do that. Y'all, if Trump is opening up more jobs, then you should want to get up and go work and not have to depend on the government.
Come on.
The government assistance is a stepping stone to help you get to a point to where you can get back on your feet and
I
do for
agree.
yourself and take care of yourself. That's what it's about. It's not about, oh, well, just sit back and let people who go out and work take care of me so I can live an easy life because I need to live an easy life for whatever reason, bro. All of us have to get up and work. White people, black people, Mexicans, everybody got to get up and work.
Hell
Nobody
yeah.
is owed anything by the government.
Okay.
Nobody is owed anything by America. Nobody
Got me
deserves
a 9
no
to 5.
handouts, bro. I don't want no handouts. So, and Trump didn't cut the government benefits out. Like, y'all are making it seem like he just got rid of it. He just made stricter eligibility requirements. So one of them is you got to work at least 80 hours a month, not a week, a month. That is 20 hours a week, 4 hours a day, Monday through Friday. Bro, if you can't do that, and you expect people who go out and work 50, 60, 80 hours a week to use their tax dollars to take care of you, then you the issue, bro. And you are the main ones that Trump is targeting to get off of this and get up off of your ass and go do something for yourself. So I'm not mad at it at all, bro. He opening up more jobs, so y'all not have no issue, and y'all can get up and go get off y'all behind and do something.
And in that way, the benefits actually go to people who truly, really need the help, like single parents, senior citizens, disabled people. They still gonna get it. All he doing, Trump, is telling you the ones that's just sitting on the couch every day, just not doing nothing and can work, get your butt out. He said 80. Some people working more than that. Stop being lazy. Y'all have more than enough time to get up off your brumps and do something, okay? All these people complaining, yes, you got to go work now. Yes, you do. He creating enough jobs for you to get your bimbo butt up off that couch and go work. Okay? So people who really actually need the help and really can't work like that and do things like that can actually get the help. I'm all with it. I'm all for the one big beautiful bill. Let's keep this thing going. Let's go. I'm sick of these folks. Now, y'all, we're finna dive into this next one because this is the actual pastor, and he is telling you his side of when he went to go preach, in a Democrat, I believe, community or whatnot. He's giving you his testimony, his story. And this is why I keep telling y'all the reason why these folks are waking up and they like, nope, never again will I ever vote for that side of the party again in my lifetime. So with that being said, y'all, we're going to tune into this video. Let's get into it. Coming straight from Sage Steele on X, Pastor Renzo Swell preach boldly, unscripted and unfiltered in front of 23.8 million people. No teleprompter, no talking points, just the truth. Let's dive into the next video, y'all. Let's go.
3.8 million people listened that Thursday night where he accepted his nomination, and I didn't have a speech prepared. You know why? I had to come. I was shaking, right? It's not like I was
butterflies a little bit, right?
I mean, come on. I mean, you look out. I mean, you're the Pfizer set. I mean, you see every media outlet, and I didn't have any.
And that stage was massive.
Oh, it was huge, and I didn't have anything written down.
Oh my gosh!
But I'm going to tell you why a lot of people don't know this part of it. When he came to my church and I felt the confidence to pray in the name of Jesus, no one on his team, remember, I was all over the country praying at these different rallies, and no one ever pulled me aside and said, hey, by the way, tone the Jesus thing down. I mean, can you I'm loud, I'm loud.
Can't turn Jesus down, baby.
So it's like,
that's crazy.
Can you calm down a little? So when I get up there and I literally preached for 8 minutes, I preached about Jesus. Sage, I thought I was going to get arrested. And at that moment, it confirmed what I saw when he came to Detroit, that he just wants me to be myself. If I want to glorify Jesus, I can glorify Jesus. And for me, that's one of the reasons why when I talk to black pastors who are Democrat, I ask them, why is it that when you are on a Democrat stage, they tell you not to use the name of Jesus? Why do you have to not be yourself?
Yeah. What do they say?
Well, they say, it's because it's all inclusive. It's supposed to be for everybody. And for me, I need to be authentically myself because I believe that's when Jesus' presence and his power, I don't believe God makes copycats, right? I believe that he makes us fearfully and wonderfully, all of us. Why do I need to not be myself to try to be accepted by a political party?
So you see, he said when, he was around Republicans, they let him be. You know what I'm talking about? And we all seen it, y'all, because they took it out of schools. They took Bibles out of hotels. They're trying to remove the man upstairs from everything because that's the party. That's what they stand for. That's what they stand for. And you sit here and you wonder why people are like, nah. Because one thing I ain't gonna do, I'm a God fearing woman, is I'm not gonna play with the man upstairs. Okay, y'all got me messed up. All right, all the way messed up. Not playing with him and definitely not playing with his name. Okay, all right. So I'm just, here giving y'all the daily news where we dragging the lies out. People are waking up, y'all. They are waking up, and that is a beautiful part because a lot of people are brainwashed. I was one of them. But when you actually find the light, baby, it's a beautiful thing. It is a beautiful thing. With that being said, y'all, this brings us to the next clip. All right. Coming straight from Tony X2. Yep, on X. All right. Donald Trump, one big beautiful bill, is making Medicaid great again. And so many other things that was just, look, Elon showed us how we were getting ripped left to right to left. Okay. Now, when these people go in and they do, Trump added his pieces of what he wanted to change in this bill and things like that. But y'all know this is a huge bill and everybody had their hands on it and stuff like that. So Trump is actually went in and did what he was promising that he was going to do when he was doing his campaigns, and yet still today. Okay. So let's get that understood. If we can save money and put money back into this country and the American people who actually work very hard for, and y'all see that where most of our tax dollars went due to the past administration and these bimbos out here, and then y'all actually see where our tax dollars went to, and these people who are out here protesting with their flags, burning our flags, and showing how ungrateful they really are to us after taking our tax dollars and being sheltered, Medicaid, education, everything free off our backs. And this is the thank you? Oh no. I'm all for the one big beautiful bill. With that being said, y'all, let's go ahead and dive into this video.
Donald Trump's one big beautiful bill is making Medicaid great again. But millions are losing their health insurance. Yeah, 1.4 million of those people are undocumented immigrants. Why are they getting Medicaid in the first place? First off, Medicaid isn't just for everybody to have free health insurance. What the fuck is this, Canada? Medicaid is a state and federal program that provides health insurance for Americans in need. Pregnant women, children, people with disabilities, adults with low income, parents with low income. Medicaid is never the goal. It's something to help you out when you need it. You're not supposed to need it forever. That goes for all government assistance, not just Medicaid. Now that we know what Medicaid is, the one big beautiful bill requires people that want it to work 80 hours for it. You want to get some free shit, then put some hours in.
Put it in.
Because of Donald Trump's bill, if you have $1 million home, you can't be on Medicaid anymore. And why would you be? We know that Medicaid's for the needy. Do you think people with $1 million homes should be eligible for Medicaid? That doesn't make sense to me. Donald Trump doesn't want us Americans sitting on our ass collecting a check from the government. He wants you to go out and get it. Be great. I agree. Go chase after the American dream. Stop
Wake up.
bitching about government assistance. Go assist yourself. Keep it up, Donald Trump. Ow. There is so much to unpack with this bill, but y'all see the sweat starting to build up, so you know what that means. Let me know if y'all want a part 3 in the comments.
Let's go. Coming straight from Big Swole, y'all, on TikTok if y'all want to follow this guy. And that's facts, though. That's facts. A lot of these people are upset, y'all, because they can no longer be lazy. Get you a president that's going to get you out your comfort zone. Get you out there working. This man is saying, hey, go work. You can still get these type of benefits, but work. Work. If you can work and you got breath in your body and you can walk around and move around and stuff like that, work, get it. Now let's be for real. All the way real. I'm upset because this man saying I got jobs, creating jobs and stuff like that for y'all go work. The hell? There's people like us that had to work every single freaking day. Okay? Putting hours in. They're giving y'all 80 a month. Shut up and do that. That ain't nothing. Now let's get back into the next video, y'all. Appreciate y'all for tuning in, kicking it with your girl. We're coming to the last clip of today. And I want to tell y'all happy 4th. Be safe out there, okay? I support the One Big Beautiful Bill. I am really glad, and I say this with my chest up, proud that people are of my kind, yes, my culture, are waking up and they seeing the light. It's a beautiful thing because Lord knows a lot of us grew up in households where we were told to vote blue. No explanation, no nothing, just vote blue because they for you. Until you grow up and you get your comments and you're like, hell, nah, I don't stand or rep for any of this. Nope, not me. Okay? So be proud. Be proud of yourself. I'm proud of you. And trust and believe everybody else is proud of you. A lot of people may not like your change, and it's okay. They'll get over it. They will. Who cares? Because I cannot stand with nobody who supports illegal criminals that come here, drug our children, murder our children, murder our people. I cannot stand with education children being taught what they're being taught in these books. I cannot stand for these, what do you call these people that they are trying to force down our children? Like I can't stand for people who actually are slaughtering our children and making choices for them when they have a mind of their own. And we know at a young age, hell, half the time I was a tomboy climbing trees and stuff like that. That don't mean I want to be a boy. You know, I can't stand with people who like to take God out of everything. I was born and raised on the man upstairs, okay? Like, I can't, that don't align with me. And there's so much other stuff that I, myself, cannot stand for. Because at the end of the day, when we leave the earth, and we have to be judged by the man upstairs, now one of them bimbos going to be standing with you. It's going to be you and him. Okay? Just remember that. So, with that being said, y'all, we're going to get into the last video. I'm going to shut up and let y'all get y'all 4 started and stuff like that. I'm going to see y'all in the next one. Let's go ahead and dive into the last video. Thomas Hearn, coming from Thomas Hearn on X, y'all. Scott Jennings and Lance Trover destroy Nedra. All right, yeah, let's get into it. My boy Scott on here. Let's go.
How you can say that when he's just keeping campaign promises. Let's go to the immigration issue. The border is shut down. No one is coming across the border. 4 years, 12 million illegal immigrants pouring across this border. Within 6 months, Donald Trump has it shut down. That's keeping campaign promises. When does that ever happen in this country?
Is it keeping a campaign promise to say over and over again you won't touch Medicaid, and then you take $1 trillion from Medicaid? Oh, I'm sorry, and just in the last few days saying this legislation shouldn't touch Medicaid, and it absolutely does? So, is that keeping a promise? That's not keeping a promise. Or is it, I'm going to lower the cost of everything?
I'm happy to get to the big...
Lower the cost of everything. I'm going to lower the cost of everyday goods, and then you put tariffs on people. Who pays those tariffs? Working class people.
Here's essentially what the Democrats are going to vote for whenever this bill, whatever happens with it. They're essentially saying, let's raise the income tax back up to where it was pre the... Yeah.
No, they're not.
Yes,
in fact, Democrats have offered amendment after amendment to keep the tax cuts for working class people and just not for the billionaires. And Republicans have voted against that multiple
We've been over
times.
all
There
of
was
this,
multiple
y'all.
votes over this weekend where Democrats said, let's do all the tax cuts for middle class people. Let's do all the tax cuts for people under $1 million. Let's do all the tax cuts for $5 million. Republicans voted no on each
Nero,
of those
did any Democrats vote for the 2017 tax rates when they came up the first time?
Of course not.
They did not. In fact, they called it. In fact, Nancy Pelosi called it, quote, Armageddon.
In 2017,
she called it Armageddon. Now you're saying they want these tax rates. So which is it?
In 2017, they offered. The same thing happened. 2017.
You're whistling past the graveyard on this.
No, I'm not.
You want higher taxes. We want lower taxes.
It's
been that way for time immemorial.
We're fighting for tax cuts for the middle class, and the fact is,
that's what we did.
No, essentially,
you talked
here's
about
the
working
deal. No, let me say.
What about no tax on tips?
Here's the deal.
Let's just give her a second. Let her finish the thought. Then you can have a thought, and then we got to.
This legislation takes health care from 17 million people.
No.
17 million people will have fewer people will have health care after this. $1 trillion from Medicaid, in order to pay for tax cuts for the wealthiest Americans. You could actually just do the middle class tax cuts and not the tax cuts for billionaires, and just not do the Medicaid tax cuts and Medicaid cuts.
You know what?
And people would have agreed with that. That would have been 60-70%.
We're never going to agree
and
to
you
give.
didn't want
We're
to do
never
that,
going to agree to
'cause
give
we
Medicaid
support-
to illegal aliens.
Period.
We're
It's
never
not
gonna-
illegal
we're never
aliens.
gonna
It's
agree
not illegal
to
aliens.
let
You
people
know
sit at
that
home,
as well.
able-bodied